this whole bloody head high tackle debacle at the moment.
Oh,
What are your thoughts on it, mate? Being a man who usually plays in the middle.
well, that's the thing. It's a bit worrying, eh? Like they keep wanting to speed the game up and they want to make it faster and faster and faster. You just, with that comes injuries, and with that also comes a bit of laziness. You got fellas like, Josh Papali. He'd be easy 120 kilos, and he plays good minutes as it is. But you got big fellas like that. If they're always, blowing because of how fast they're trying to make the game, of course you're going to have you're going to have head highs and all that sort of shit pop up.
Well, that's it. The way I see it is like, the Tedescos that are nippy little bastards that run around, the big forwards and take advantage of the slow movers in the middle.
Exactly.
You're not going to let him just run past you. You're going to, at the very least, throw an arm out and try and make a bit of contact to slow him down. And with how low that fucking bastard runs.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. He's running at just about knee height anyway. So
yeah,
unless they change the rules just for him, like I can understand, you want to protect your players, and it's all for the quality of the players. But at what point do you compromise the quality of the game for certain? Well, not for certain individuals. I understand everyone. Everyone's copping the same sort of gig, but yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a tough one. It's
like the one thing I do appreciate about it is it's sort of been black and white. Like, they've been consistent with it. They've taken a no nonsense approach with any sort of contact with the head. The only let off you get is if it's bounced up off the ball, or you've hit around the chest and it's your arm's been pushed into their head somehow, which we've seen a few times where players haven't been sent off for that. But yeah, I'm a bit like, obviously there's been a lot of talk about what impact this is going to have on Origin and the GF and finals. Like,
well, that's it. Especially Origin, hey, that's renowned for being some of the toughest footy, So you take away an aspect like that where something, sometimes a high shot will just go overlooked. It won't, won't even get pulled up for a penalty. But if with these new rules, it's not worrying for Origin, but like Papali, he's already missing the first Origin as it is, just based off his little. Well, I suppose his wasn't a high shot, but
if Victor Ackley gets picked, obviously he'll miss Origin too. But like I said, I see where Volandis is coming from, because, who's to say 20 years' time we look back and go, fuck, if he didn't bring those rules in, we wouldn't have a game right now. So, yeah, I think it's kind of like they're looking at what the NFL is going through at the moment, and then they're like, shit, this could be our future. We need to implement some changes now.
That's it, eh?
But yeah, like as you said, you're sort of all for player welfare, and you want players to retire and be able to live a normal life. But then again, it's just like you're going to lose a lot of fans from the game, unfortunately, because there's going to be a lot of
100%.
old. It's going to be a lot of old blokes that are just like, go back to the old days.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Fucking poor Tommy Radonicus, bless his soul, he'd be turning in his grave,
Oh, yeah.
Fucking seeing what's going on at the moment.
Yeah, mate.
But yeah, like you said earlier, though, that they have been black and white with it all. There hasn't really been much of a, oh, well, you're going to get let off. You're not getting let off. They have done well with keeping it consistent. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But that's about the only positive I see really in the current situation. But yeah,